Nobody's home. Every day, hundreds of planes take off and land at Sac Executive Airport. But today, no air traffic controller showed up to work at the tower.
CBS 13's Adrian Moore is getting answers on the impact to pilots and the safety concerns. Adrian.
Yeah, pretty troubling here, guys. Pilots say these controllers' primary role is to keep people in the air and on the ground safe. And now some changes are being made when they aren't at their post. Sacramento's Executive Airport doesn't always have eyes on the skies.
It's going to be kind of scary and nerve-wracking.
When pilots tune into the tower, this is what they hear.
Sacramento Executive Tower has terminated air traffic control service.
Pilots typically get permission to take off and land from air traffic controllers inside this tower.
There's usually anywhere from 2 to 3 people that would be staffing the control tower.
But recently, no one's been home.
A staff shortage, that's the problem.
So what role do air traffic controllers have in keeping pilots safe? We're getting answers.
It kind of helps us inside the airspace, just make sure that we've got separation from other aircraft to make sure that we're not hitting anybody.
All pilots are trained to operate at uncontrolled airports, but when the skies get congested with other planes, they sometimes have to make split-second decisions over the radio.
We were both 2 miles out, so we just had to negotiate, okay, you can go first.
We've got intersecting runways here. For instance, I was just coming in to land, and there was somebody that was trying to take off one runway, and I was trying to land on the other one. And so I needed to communicate with him to make sure that I wasn't going to hit him and he wasn't going to hit me.
Executive Airport also has 3 flight schools, and some of their training is being impacted.
Right now, they've shut down the pattern. So right now, you're not allowed to do touch and goes right here. We have to kind of fly out to a different airport before we can go ahead and do that.
The airport contracts with a private company to provide qualified controllers, and they say staffing shortages are a nationwide issue. But many pilots are now hoping their guides on the ground will soon return to the tower.
It is nice to have that other person looking out for you.
So to be clear here, there are no commercial flights out of Executive Airport, so none of those scheduled flights are impacted when controllers aren't there.